All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a draft champions matchup and what is set to be a great draft champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. This fielded at the 2. It'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down throw for Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. 3-19.
3rd and long for Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
No second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So on 4th down, the Panthers are called on Brad Nordman to punt it away. Here comes the pressure, and the Browns block it. This is gathered inside the 5. And they end up with a football at the 2-yard line. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
Rivers. It's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Johnson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the early lead. send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, Cousins. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up.
They do a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lawyer Malloy. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. The getting to know each other process is over. Time to get down to it. And we're off in week 3 of Draft Champions. First down, Breeze. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Easy.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Breeze now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Returning here is Wright. Ooh, with a juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Hey!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And these guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now here come the Cowboys. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Before he reaches the 27. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rolling on 1st down is Breeze. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
On that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Breeze. And he's got it to Burns. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some muscle on it. Because if you throw a lollipop...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. It's caught right side, it turns. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Seventh play, and now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And Frank's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these 2 offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Johnson again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Rivers. Flushed out right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Bring 90. Detroit! Detroit! Ready? Hey!
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
First down, Rivers. He's going to hit his man into the backfield. Complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Baltimore after this. They'll throw again. Rivers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit in the first and incompletion.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Matthews from 19 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead.
But that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. So here we go on 4th down the Breeze. This is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Breeze now on 1st down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Breeze now looking deep downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 48 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Another extra point opportunity here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Johnson. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Rivers. This is Johnson. He's got it. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. First down, Rivers. And Matthews has it right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw here is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Rivers. His throw at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To Johnson again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. David Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, you ready?
Breeze will try again on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Now Breeze on third down. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and that brings up fourth down.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going.
I think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Third down and 12. Halfback sent in motion. Rivers from the gun on third down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Eric Walden in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says that to do. And tough starting field position here.
Here we go. Ready. Ready. Shot. Hey, easy. Ready. Shot.
There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, it usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, they're going right through those attempted plays.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. He's got his man here. It's Green. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Jeremy Shockey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively. But a good start there on first down.
Got to give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now Rivers. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. They'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jeremy Shockey, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover. Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. Let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
Hey, we go rally. Rally.
On first down, Carr. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's taken down, but not. Into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Gordon on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. throw on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. To go here on third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. So a nice job to break the run tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
Hey, we go rally. We ready. Zebra. Hey, we go rally. Hey, we go rally.
Carr now on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Carr now to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second and goal. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it up and through. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rivers on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Our first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Throwing Rivers. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run pass.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust? And now the ball's out. Lost it. Fumble. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
That was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it would be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making it easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
The defensive tackle, Kyle Williams, there for the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
This will be caught inside the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense because we're stopping here. I think they've set the tone for the entire game. How difficult it's going to be to score on them.
A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal.
Pardon, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
They run. It's Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What he's looking for. Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And all the way down to the 37. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr now on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. That goes for a gain of 31. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Well, we looked at it. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch it now, hey,
On 1st and 10, Rivers dumping it off for Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Browns a first down. Johnson on the counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, they're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
hurry up!
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more important, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How do you get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough. Toe tap on the sideline.
It's 3rd down, 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out with one back and three tight ends. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And the slot man goes in motion left. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to take this out past the 10 to about the 11. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
Now Hoyer rolling to his right and able to find Conley. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of football. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 2nd down, Williams. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they rattle off a big one. 68 yards. And the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect. Elder statesman. You didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
Elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
Here we go now. Clean and deep. Clean. No. Time to try.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Here's Hoyer. Sliding out of the pocket. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Rivers now on 2nd down. He's got time. He sets to fire deep. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
The ultimate speedster showing that speed in front of his home crowd. They loved it.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward it for that one. A big-time monster run.
Fresh set of downs here. Time to step aside. We'll come back here right after this. In motion, James are tied in. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jeremy Hill, a 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. In not great starting field position here for the offense. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry up. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 1st down, Rivers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. They set up the screen to Ivory. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. But sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. 4th down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Hoyer going up top. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And a nice carry there, 15 yards.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain there that brings forth a 3rd and long.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long. If maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then and you can actually tackle that guy.
Here's Hoyer. And able to find Conley. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Here we go.
Now a direct snap back to Williams. That with a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Green, 39, 99, Philly. Here we go. Over, over. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. A very solid gain of 27. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Detroit! Over!
Try and run. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They run with Williams out of the Wildcat. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now another shot here at the PAT. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Browns getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Throwing Rivers. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. To go on third. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense. But they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes...
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Rivers. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And he fires one incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Complete to right. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Rivers now. And he dropped it. Now he was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
So here we go.
Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. And this early on, it's one you can't afford to get wrong. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? 2 words here, difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here, or get yourself some help up front? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. We've seen Dallas represented once already. Could another Cowboy be joining the fold? And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Brady now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Brady to throw on 2nd down. They complete it to Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's got room. Picked off by the veteran. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the onside kick did not go 10 yards. That's illegal, and the flag comes out.
And now you know why special teams coaches have gray hair. They draw this up all week. They have it set to go, and the kicker has one job and doesn't get the ball 10 yards downfield.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And Hill with it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On play action, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. He was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Stafford now on second down. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. The left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Throwing again at Stafford. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
21. 4 down, 4 down. Set, 22, 80. On the right.
They'll run for it. Ivory. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so...
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Ready to throw on 2nd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Here's Gillisley. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They come out here in the eye. This is Gillisley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one, tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And now with the play clock becoming a factor, Jeff Fisher's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Regular. 35. Move. Alpha. Check it. Reload. 53 to right.
They'll run for it with Gillisley. And some room to maneuver. And the cutback. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Gillisley, 53 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Oh, this is blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. Second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Stafford on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Play action. Stafford. They'll buy some time right. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now 1st down following that long gain.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down. It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Victor Cruz from 21 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. Muscles him off. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They complete it to Hill. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the front.
You know, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come, and now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Browns are going to have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to fire one. It's caught inside the 25. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now it's Stanford. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side, being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Brady to throw on second down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Brady going to throw. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
the speed. I mean, the flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Timmy Jernigan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Big 20, big 20. Right, 10, 50 left.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 52 yards. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? From the gun, here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Matthew Stafford, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They come out here in the eye. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Now Brady, they complete it to Hill. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. And the back goes into motion. Stafford looks to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. It won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Stafford going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anywhere.
Now it's Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Leonis McKelvin. This one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stafford now to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Stafford. Forced out to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. In the red zone this time. From the gun, here's Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's not much pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flush.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Hey, I need one.
They come out here in the eye. So as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot.